Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Aarati. In today's video, I'd be sharing with you guys my winter essentials for both skincare and makeup. I previously wanted to do a video for both differently, one for skincare and one for makeup, but I've realized that both skincare and makeup are always together, so why not just do one full video. So if this video is long, grab a snack and you guys can enjoy. So let's get started. First thing I want to talk to you guys in skincare is basically our face washes, body washes and all of that. So during winter season, I personally prefer something that does not strip off the skin or does not strip off the natural oils. So the two best, I have one body cleanser and one facial. One of the best face washes or body washes for that matter that I can recommend to you guys is the Cetaphil's Gentle Skin Cleanser. Now this is a really huge bottle and you can use it for both face and body, and I like using this. Also, if you're somebody who wants to use two different cleansers, the other one for the face you can always use is this one. Now this is my absolute favorite. This is the Lotus Herbals Tea Tree Wash. I like using this on my face and this on my body. This does not strip your skin. The Cetaphil is really a gentle cleanser. This is actually a gentle clean skin cleanser. So it does not strip off the skin. It's a very light, moisturizing face wash as well as a body wash, and I feel like this does not sting your body, it does not strip the skin. It is also useful for everyday purposes, so I like using this during the winter seasons because I feel like my natural oils are intact rather than stripping them off. So I like to use this during my winter seasons. So right after the shower, the next step is actually moisturizing the body, and during winters I personally tend not to use a lot of moisturizers. The one that I use a lot is actually body oils. So I have like three different oils that you guys can pick and choose for whatever you want or whatever your preference is. So let's get started with like the basic one. This is a very simple, very easy one. This is the Johnson's Baby's baby oil. Now this is what I like to use during winter seasons because I feel like it gives a lot more nourishment. This is a personal opinion. I like using this. I already have like so many backups of this bottle, so I like using this one on the body. But there are also different body oils that I use on a daily basis. I will show with you guys. But this, I feel like this gives much more nourishment. The only downside to this, I feel like after like a good 8 to 9 hours, you have to reapply this. That is what I feel. But I'm not sure whether that is the same case because mine is a normal skin type. I might be absorbing more or something like that. I really don't know, but during winter seasons, I feel like this is a really good moisturizing body oil that you can use every day. Next thing that I have is actually something that I've shared with you guys before. This is the bio oil. Now this is what I like to use on a daily basis also. Now I keep fluctuating between all of these body oils and facial oils. Now this is what I like to use on a daily basis also. I really don't know the entire point of it removing the stretch marks or something like that, but I like using this as a moisturizer. So that is what I like to use this for. The next body oil that I feel like I've also recommended previously is the Biotique's Bio Carrot Seed Oil. Now this is what I like to use when I'm going outside because it is a much more nourishing rather than the bio oil and the baby oil. This has more moisture I feel, and it is actually a anti-aging after bath oil, and this has a weird scent of that carrot seed oil in this, but I really like this to use when we're used to go to the offices before, but this is what I like to use during winter seasons when I'm going out. And once you apply this, you do not need to think about your moisturization again. This is a really good product you can try. The next thing that we have is actually any odor products or like fragrances. So personally, my preference is to stay away from them, but I use one roll-on, and that is the Nivea's whitening roll-on. This I cannot do without. I did try to use the powder ones, the ones in the soap bar things. I will leave the picture right here, but this did not work for me because it was very chalky after a certain point of time, and I had to keep reapplying this. This I really like. Apart from this, I do not use any more fragrance in the winter seasons because I feel like all the fragrances that have alcohol, it might dry up the skin. So I personally choose not to use them. So this is what I like to use, and I can't do without this. Now for the face as well, I do not like to use moisturizers during winter season because I personally feel like They are either too oily or they're too light. There's nothing like right in the middle. So I like to use facial oils personally. So I have two different facial oils right here. The first one is the Farsali's Rose Gold Elixir. I've already spoken a lot about this product. This is a really good product for an everyday moisturizer, and I like to use this as a moisturizer, and I do not use anything else. But if you are somebody who wants to give it a shot, try using facial oils. Maybe give this a shot. This is an amazing, highly moisturizing facial oil, and you can apply this in the morning, and the entire day you do not need to touch it up once at least. So this is really good. The next product that I have is something that I've recently started using, and I feel like it's doing good amount of work to me. Now this is the charcoal, this is the Beauty Co's charcoal star night potion. Now I don't use this in the morning. I kind of like to use it in the night. It has this beautiful dark gray kind of a consistency. This is how it looks like. But I don't know the entire factor of how the charcoal works in the skincare and all of that. But I personally really like this because I like using facial oils. Like I said, during winter seasons, I don't like to use any moisturizers, but I love using facial oils. I like lathering them up really good, and I feel like they work really well for me. So that's what I like to use. And the last thing in the skincare that I have is actually hand creams. Now I know that hand creams are something very subjective to people. I don't tend to use them a lot. I usually use the same oil or something like that. But if you're somebody who likes hand creams, Nykaa does really good hand creams. This is the one that I've been using for a really long time. This is a nail and hand cream. This is it has vanilla and freesia, yeah, that's what it is. But this is the hand cream that I tend to use. I actually have this in my bag so that when I'm on the go and I want little moisturization or the nourishment to my fingers or hands, I like to use this then. I don't use this on a daily basis, but if there is a scenario, I always have one in my bag. We're pretty much done with the skincare part, so let's go with the makeup part. The first thing I want to talk to you guys is right after primer. Primer is completely a personal choice. I sometimes try to use primers. Some days I'm not without any primer. I'm not very particular. But the next part is highlighting. Now I know most of us love highlighters, but during winter seasons I tend myself not to use highlighters. I do have a highlighter, but this is not a powder highlighter today. So one of the best highlighters I like to use are actually cream highlighters, and the one that I love to use a lot is the Maybelline's Master Strobing Cream. This is how it is. I like using this. I mix it in with my oil, I mix it in with my foundation, everything. I really like using this. Apart from this, I also like to use the MAC Strobe Cream. Now this is a really tiny version, the mini part, but I really like both of these. I have a mix of both on my face today, and I feel like they do a really good job. So during winter seasons, I tend not to use powder products because I feel like they don't last a long time. And at the same time, cream products have a lot more sticking capability. So that is why I feel like I like using the cream products more than powder products during the winter seasons. The next step is actually foundations. Now for winter seasons, personally, I tend to be away from foundations that have a full coverage. Now for example, I'm going to take the Huda Beauty's 4 Filter Foundation. Now this foundation is an amazing foundation. It blurs out your skin like a lens blur, like how you can see the blurred background behind. That is how it blurs out all of your complexions or freckles or blemishes or whatever that is. But during winter seasons, I tend to stay away from these kind of foundations because I want my skin to be able to breathe. And whenever, like during the shoots, I do understand that you need this, but normally I tend to stay away from foundations that give me full coverage. I like the normal light to medium coverage foundations because they kind of help my skin breathe a lot. I already have a facial oil, I have a strobing cream, so I like my skin to peek through it. So I just do a little bit of spot concealing and that is it. So I tend to have a foundations like this one. This is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Now this is a really good foundation. You can build it up to full coverage or you can just have a normal to light coverage. I really like using this one. The other one that I really like to use is the L'Oreal's Infallible. This is a demi matte finish foundation. I really like using this or this one because they both are light coverage for me, and I kind of like to only conceal my blemishes or something like that, but not do a full face of foundation on a daily basis. The The next step is actually setting powders. Now setting powders is not something I like to use during winter seasons, because during winter seasons the environment is really dry and I do not want my face to be much more drier. I want my face to be much more glowy, much more highlighting, illuminating and all of that, and to look like as if I've had like 10 gallons of water. So I tend to not use setting powders, but when I say I love to use this, I love to use this so much. Now this is, I use them a lot, and these are the setting sprays. I love using them so much. I've started using this from about 15 days actually, because once the winter's set up, I like to use a lot of setting sprays, and I'm already almost done with it. That is how much I like to use a setting spray. Now this is from Wet n Wild. I have a bunch of setting sprays I will show with you guys, but this is the Wet n Wild's Photo Focus Cucumber setting spray. I have also the Wet n Wild's this is a fine matte foundation, a matte setting spray actually, but I don't use this a lot because it does give a matte finish, so I like to use this one a lot. And I also have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro setting spray. I use this as this both. These are really good. The other thing I love about setting sprays is you can just like I can just use it now. It just gives me like a quick fix, and I feel like this kind of hydrates my skin. Like, can you see how glowing my skin is now? I really like this one so much. So I like using the setting sprays rather than setting powders. Now the last step for the entire skincare and makeup is removal of makeup. Now this entire big face of makeup, I do not like to use either your makeup wipes or your makeup cloth, removing cloth or microfiber coils, because I personally feel like I am much more harsh with them on my skin. So I like using cleansing oils. I have two of the different variants right here. The first one is from Face Shop. This is their rice cleaning cleansing oil. I also had the mini version of it that was in my favorites if I'm not wrong, but I really like using this one. Apart from this, I also have the Clinique's Take the Day Off Balm. This is the Take the Day Off Makeup Remover. I like using both of this. This is what I like to use on a daily basis. I do not like to use makeup wipes, or even for that matter the makeup eraser, because I feel like I'm much more harsh on my skin. So once my skin is touching, my fingers are touching my face, I know how much pressure to apply. So I like using these two. I know taking out with these is like a clumsy process, but I feel like these are really good. So yeah, with that we come to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel and help me grow, you guys. It'll mean a lot to me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.